Welcome to this explainer. If you've ever caught your dog staring at you from across the room and thought, what on earth is going on in that furry little head of yours? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Because the scientific truth we're going to unpack today is going to completely change the way you see your best friend forever. So let's just jump right in with the million-dollar question. When your dog locks eyes with you, what exactly are they seeing? I mean, you might think they just see the owner, right? Or maybe the designated food dispenser, or perhaps just a tall, slightly less hairy pack member who happens to control all the treats. But what researchers have uncovered reveals something vastly more complex. And honestly, it's way more beautiful, and it's happening right in front of us every single day. Now, there's this really common misconception out there, especially if you look at how cats operate. While a cat might just view you as a giant, incredibly clumsy feline roommate and stubbornly hold on to that standard colony mindset, it is a massive myth to think dogs do the same thing. They've developed something entirely unique in the animal kingdom just for us. When your dog looks at you, they literally do not see a fellow dog. They see something entirely different, born out of a very long, very shared history. 15,000. That's the number. That is the scale of our connection. For over 15,000 years of living side by side with humans, dogs evolved an entirely separate set of social behaviors. I mean, just think about the sheer magnitude of that timeline. They are biologically hardwired across thousands upon thousands of generations to seek us out, to trust us, and to attach to us. To your dog, you aren't just an equal or a pack member. Down to their deepest biology, you are something closer to an evolutionary lifeline. And this brings us to some wild research by cognitive scientist Brian Hare at Duke University. It proves dogs didn't just casually learn to hang out with us, they actually evolved to intimately understand human intention. Take pointing, for example. It seems super basic to us, right? You point across the room, your dog effortlessly follows your finger. But a chimpanzee, our closest primate relative with immense intelligence, they can't do it. And a wolf, even one raised by humans from the exact moment of birth, nope, they don't get it either. Your dog understands our unspoken language of intention in a way that is entirely unmatched in the animal kingdom, simply because their very evolution was shaped by paying attention to us. The biology of absence. So, what actually happens inside your dog when you leave the house? You might just casually call all that whining or door staring separation anxiety, but tracking studies show us there is a literal physiological event taking place inside their bodies. At 0 minutes, the exact second you walk out the door, your dog enters a state of low-level alert. Fast forward just 5 minutes into your absence, and their heart rate is significantly up. Stress hormones are actually spiking in their bloodstream. But at the 15-minute mark, something incredible happens. When researchers played a recording of the owner's voice, the dog's stress levels dropped almost instantly. And this wasn't just any soothing human voice. It was specifically the unique sound of their owner, acting as a biological off switch for all that stress. An Emory University study takes this even further. They mapped a dog's brain reward center to see how they process the world. Out of all the smells out there, we're talking favorite treats, dinner time, even the scent of other familiar dogs, only the owner's specific scent triggered a massive activation in the part of the brain associated with love, pleasure, and positive anticipation. Nothing else even comes close. The language of connection. You see, they aren't simply missing you or patiently waiting for you to come home. They are holding onto you in every single way their biology allows. Ever catch your dog sitting quietly, just kind of studying your face? Well, both humans and dogs utilize something scientists call the left gaze bias. It's this automatic, totally subconscious tendency to look at the left side of a face first. Why? Because the right side of the human brain processes emotion, and it directly controls the left side of the human face. We naturally evolved to read that emotional data in each other. But here is the crazy part. Your dog does the exact same thing. And they only use this technique on humans, never on other dogs, never on objects, just us. Through all those thousands of years of evolution, your dog has become an absolute master at reading you. They use this left gaze bias exclusively for our species to gather emotional intelligence. They pick up on tiny human microexpressions without any training whatsoever. Incredibly, they can even accurately distinguish between happy and angry faces in flat photographs of complete strangers. They know exactly what a furrowed brow or a subtle frown means without you ever saying a single word. So when they come rest their heavy head on your lap after you've had a particularly tough day, they aren't guessing. They read it right on your face. But hey, communication is a two-way street, right? And their tail? It's a complete sentence. As researchers in Italy found, it's not just about the simple fact that they wag. It is entirely about the direction. A rightward wag signals true joy, positive emotion, and relaxation, like the moment you walk through the door after work. But a leftward wag? That signals uncertainty, anxiety, or stranger danger. This code is so deeply hardwired into their species that when other dogs are shown videos of a dog wagging to the left, their own heart rates automatically spike. They're born with this rich vocabulary, using it every single day, just waiting for us to pay attention. The center of their world. The constant reading of our faces, the left gaze bias designed perfectly for us, the scent recognition that lights up their brain, it all leads to this. One massive neurochemical discovery. To really get this connection, we have to talk about oxytocin. You've probably heard of it before. It's the remarkably powerful bonding hormone that naturally surges between a human mother and her newborn child in those critical first moments after birth. Make no mistake, this is the literal chemical foundation of mammalian love, care, and lifelong attachment. Well, a landmark 2015 study in the journal Science revealed something absolutely stunning. It is a 3-step biological feedback loop. Step 1, you and your dog simply gaze into each other's eyes. Step 2, your dog's brain releases a massive, measurable surge of oxytocin using the exact same chemistry humans use to bond with their own babies. Step 3, when you look back at them, your brain immediately responds with its own reciprocal oxytocin spike. This isn't just sweet sentiment, It's not us projecting human emotions onto our pets. This is a documented, deeply biological loop of love and bonding triggered entirely by a simple, quiet look across the room. To wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with this thought. They see the one presence their entire biology was built to find. Your dog isn't just a pet tolerating your house for a free meal. You are the very reason their biology exists in its current form. You're the unique scent their brain's reward center lights up for. You are the specific face they spent millennia evolving to read. So, armed with all this incredible science, the next time your dog looks up at you, what will you see looking back?